Hello, and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 3 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, is FHM producer Jeff, who is pictured on your screens.
Hey,
Say hi,
everybody.
Jeff. And we are back with the 2016-2017 Toronto Maple Leafs. We're currently sitting at 33 points on the year at a 15-13-3 record. And we are hoping to improve even more than the real Leafs are.
Yeah, we're a little bit behind where they were, or where they were at this point. I think we're about a week behind the actual date, but we should be getting caught up to that this time. We, however, had I think Frederick Anderson missed a lot more time than he did in real life, so we've turned
Yes.
things around since we got him back. We got blown out by San Jose 8-1, but we've won three in a row after that, and we're about to head into a four-game road trip. Injury situation isn't too bad. Mikulek is still out for another week or two. I haven't bothered putting him on the injured reserve list, but
Yeah.
I think we need to do that. Just trying to remember where we were. Yeah, Marincin is out for quite a while. We're going to get a Lupul back, but he's going to get hurt again right after that, I'm sure. And Robidas and
Yes.
Horton are probably out for good.
I guess we haven't been at this game since last year.
Yeah. And oh, we should mention the. I think it's official now. Canada beats Sweden 5-2.
Yes.
So World Junior Final Friday night. Canada USA rematch. We'll refrain from offering a prediction there, but I think we know how we want it to go. And we got who have we got tonight? We playing Colorado. I think I can leave the lines as they were. It doesn't look too bad, and I think we're going to get the tactical advantage out of that. So I will just let it run fairly quickly through there. And I don't think there was anything too urgent we had to do with the roster because we're winning a little bit right now and relatively healthy, so no immediate moves we need to make. One thing I should mention here that's in this game, since we started this one back a couple of months ago, shortly after release, and down by 1-0 from Matt Duchesne already. That's not good. We don't have some of the newer features in this particular save. We won't be able to see the World Junior tournaments because we just added those right before Christmas. So you need to start a new game to get that in. And 2-0 McKinnon. Okay, so maybe we do need to make some changes. I didn't even look to see who we've got in goal. Yeah, Anderson's still in goal. Yeah, we have to make some strategy changes between periods, I think. Oh, God. 3-0 Landeskog. This is not going well. So much for our winning streak.
Well, it happens. Can't win every game.
It'd be nice to. And we've got to catch up a little bit with the real Leafs. I think they're doing slightly better than we are, or at least we're doing slightly better at this point. At least we've settled down a little bit. Got outshot pretty badly that period, and down 3-0. I think one more goal, and Anderson would have had to come out.
The Leafs are currently 17, 12, and 8.
Yeah.
So they're doing
I
a
think
little better.
standings-wise, we're pretty similar because I think we're 5th or 6th in the division.
And they're currently 4th.
Yeah. Okay, let's play with this a little. Change my fourth line roles a little bit to get a couple more countering rolls in there. I don't know how well that's going to work though. Yeah, I don't think that's going to get the advantage for me, but give it a shot. Nope, stays with coaching advantage. You can see he's staying with Colorado. So hopefully the guys can turn it around without my tackle. And there we go. Brandon Davidson, of all people, gets the first goal for us.
Yeah. Do you know what 10 marks 10 years today?
I know it's 30 years, I think, since the Piastani thing. It's 10 years since the Patrick Stefan breakaway miss. Yeah, I saw that.
Yes. Yeah,
All
it's
time.
10 years since one of the most epic misses of all time.
And 4-1 Colorado. Tyson Barrie gets a goal, but we get that right back. Connor Brown. The I mean, it was ridiculous enough that he missed it, but then the Oilers come back and get the tie goal with the goalie out, and that was pretty much the end of Patrick Stefan, I think.
Yeah, that's what made it even better. I mean, you miss and then they go back to score. I think Dallas did win that game if I remember correctly, but
No, it didn't. Didn't Edmonton win in overtime?
I thought they
I thought
came
they
back and
completely
actually.
blew it. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look it up right now, really quick.
At worst, they gave Edmonton a free point. Hockey Reference will have it on their game by game stuff. If you look back through the 2006-07 season. And 14 into the second. I'm going to see if I can make any other changes here.
Yeah, Dallas won 6-5 in the shootout.
Oh, they did get it back then?
Yes. That I had to quickly look. Yeah, he was not re-signed after 2007 for some reason.
Oddly enough.
Yeah, shocker.
Still don't think that's going to get it back for me. Nope. Just an update on where we are with the game right now. We took a little time off over Christmas. I've been working on some stuff with the database. Malte and Sebastian are back working on updating and patching right now. We found a few problems that we needed to fix and making some progress on those. And we've got a few other things coming. Nothing I can talk about yet. But hopefully some stuff that's going to be a little more visible on particularly what we're seeing right now in the in-game view, making the tactical advantage and the whole, the strategy, tactical roles, and everything a little more transparent and easy to understand with the effects that it's having on the game and how you can change things while the game is underway. It's a little bit confusing right now. I want to clear that up a little bit and make it a little more user-friendly. But I don't think we're coming back in this one. Down by 2 with 4 minutes left. Make that down by 3. So yeah, that is the end of that, I think. And I'm just going to assume to the end of the period quickly. 6-2. And okay, now we're really getting blown out. So 6-2 loss to Colorado. Not the ideal way to start this one off. I don't think anybody got hurt. That's about the best thing you can say about that.
Well, perfect time to make some changes.
Yeah, oops, trade. Rangers on just Rangers traded their third string goalie to the Blues, who gave up a 5th rounder they had from Buffalo, so nothing too big there. Who's coming up next? We got Arizona today now. Go back and look at that box score from yesterday. Just having a look through the game ratings. Oh, Matt Martin was a mess. These generally don't look too bad. Oh, Kapanen, that was his first game. Not too impressive. I don't really want to kick him out of the lineup yet, but we'll give him one more game. If he struggles like that again, we'll put Levo back in, I think, on the wing. And Martin's already on the fourth line. Oh, we got him playing right wing instead of left. That maybe why he's struggling a little bit. I'm going to bounce right back and with Enroth in this one. I'm just going to sim that, I think, and see what kind of a result we get here. Or with
Sounds like a good plan.
Enroth, and we got shut out 4-0.
Ouch.
Yeah, looking through the game scores again. Komarov, wow, 29 defensive game rating. That's pretty atrocious. Zaitsev had a good game. How did Kapanen do? Up to 55. Okay, so he had a better second game. Martin 55. Yeah, Mateau struggled. Yeah, no obvious issues I can see there.
Just
So
poor play kind of all across.
We're teetering on falling back under 500 now.
Time to bring somebody.
Say again, you got cut out.
Time to bring somebody up.
I can have a look at the Marlies and see what they're doing. Just waiting for it to get to the next day here. Scouting reports, nothing really need to look at there. Okay, Kapanen. I think we just called Kapanen up. Take a quick look at the Marlies. They're doing Travis Dermott pretty good. Start the season on defense, but he's only rated 1.5 stars. I don't think anybody in the AHL is higher than 1.5 right now. Yeah, it's not like we've got anybody really banging on the door to come up. Kirby Reichel, maybe he's not doing too badly.
Well, you call up Brooks Lake. Get some veteran experience.
He's down to 1 star. I don't think so. I think he's pretty much done. He's kind of the veteran. He can be the veteran presence on the Marlies, not the Leafs. And at least we've got a couple of days off here to recover and rest up before we got Florida. Oh, it's Christmas, that's why. It's on Boxing Day in the game. A couple of days off before they start again on the 28th in Florida.
Wow, that's... Don't know.
So what's going on with the Jets? I just looked before we started, and the Canucks are technically ahead of you guys on winning percentage.
Well, they had 2 games before the New Year's, and they were 2 of the worst games I've ever seen a professional hockey team play, I think.
Okay, that's probably not that good.
And then they played tonight and last night, and they were 2 of the best games I've seen them play all year. So I'm not really sure what to say.
Okay, I'm just going to sim this one against Florida, but I'm going to give Enroth the start. Just to see.
But they beat Tampa and Florida, so.
Oh, we only lost 2-1 this time.
That's slightly better. How long is McCulloch out still? He's got to be back soon.
He was a week or 2, and that was at least a week ago. So that's 3 losses in a row for us. Go back to Anderson next game, but I think we got to make a lineup change here on top of that. Let me just see how far away McCulloch is.
I have time to make a trade.
That's your solution to everything.
It's the right solution to everything.
And okay, Kapanen improved the left wing at least. Some tiny bit of positive news. McCulloch's still got, he's day-to-day now, at least with his shoulder problem, but still can't play.
What's a position we really need?
Pretty decent at center. Really, I think the weakest part is probably right wing. We've got Marner's going to improve. He'll eventually be the top line guy, but after that it's Komarov, which is well, really both wings aren't. Neither wing is that great. You'd want like much more depth on the third line, I think.
All right, let's see if I can.
I think we're going to take Kapanen out and put Levo back in. Don't see a lot of other options for making line changes here. I will. Let's play this one out against Tampa. Not optimistic, but oh shoot, I forgot to put Anderson back in. That's
okay. There's a question in the chat as you're doing that.
Sim to the end of that because I screwed that up, and we lost 2-1. What was the?
Gears Hunt in the chat says, Jeff, thank you for all your help in the forums.
You're welcome.
In GM, is there a way to see your coach or potential new coach player tactics to see what type of talent you need to acquire? Sharpie.
Not right now, but it's really something we should add. There is a setting in the database that controls that, and we should. If you're no, actually, I don't think even in commissioner mode you can't see it directly. If I remember right, I'm not in commissioner mode in this game, so I can't check it to be sure. But yeah, that's actually something we were looking at doing. I was figuring out a way to revamp the whole set up your manager screen at the start of the game the other day, and that's something I'd like to add in there so you can set your own preferences for offensive, defensive, and physical style. And as part of that, we should probably make it a little more visible for the personnel screens in the game. Thanks for reminding me of that. I'll make a little note for myself and see if we can get that done quickly. Okay, I gotta fix that. Anderson should be the starter. And so why is it not giving me a defensive role for Levo? Huh. Okay, I think that was the end of the road trip where we went 0-4, and now we got Detroit on New Year's Day. Great.
That would be the Centennial Classic.
Yes, it would, yeah. Can't do outdoor games in the game yet. Still trying to figure out a way to handle that.
Somebody was asking about that, if that was being considered.
Yeah, I mean, it's theoretically wouldn't be that hard to do, but you'd have to create the baseball or football arena, stadium, and yeah, I'd like to make it. You have to make it reasonably interesting, and I just wouldn't want to repeat the mimic the real one. 31st. Okay, one more day. But yeah, we need to. Just trying to think of what we would need to do. You'd have to identify which teams are reasonable to have outdoor games in, because you can't really do that in LA. And then come up with a list of stadiums.
You can't do it now. They did it in Anaheim.
Well, they did it in Las Vegas too.
True enough. Who was I just thinking about?
And the Islanders fired Jack Capuano and hired Don Hay. And we got a development report.
Interesting.
Tony Cameronese hasn't been playing much in the AHL, but he's A nice development report this time. Nobody at all declining. Yeah, pretty nice across the board. Kostlev, Kaplan actually improved by a couple of points. Did we get anybody up? Star rating? Don't think so. Kaplan's still 1.5 stars. Mikulek's back, so let's try playing this one and see how this goes against the Red Wings with Anderson in goal this time instead of Enroth. And we'll just pretend this is outdoors.
Well, not a bad thing.
Yeah. Are we done with the outdoor games for this year, or is there one more? Can't remember.
There's been what, 4? No, 3 already.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we're done.
Just taking a quick peek.
All-Star game at the end of the month.
Flyers and Penguins play. That hasn't happened yet.
Oh, that's still, yeah, okay, later. Okay, right.
That's at the end of February.
It'd be a pretty good old-timers game.
I would imagine, yeah. Somehow Wayne Gretzky will probably be there, so.
Wonder if the Penguins will bring back that Yager guy that they had way back when. Wonder what he's doing these days. Still in game shape, maybe?
I don't know.
Saw some stat before right before Christmas about, or whenever I think the Leafs played the Penguins. Yager had 2 Stanley Cups before Austin Matthews was even born.
He had 2 Stanley Cups before half the players were in the league, or born in the league.
And Matt Martin finally gets one for us. Ties it up against Detroit. So we're getting outshot pretty badly here. And the tactical advantage is a miss. And Holland makes it 2-1. So we don't really deserve to be winning, but we are.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, just getting a couple of good bounces. Game ratings looking pretty decent. Don't see any major issues there. Van Riemsdyk's having a nice one for us. Bozak, first line looks like it's doing pretty well. Wow. It is the second period. I was going to say we gave up 19 shots in the first. But no, halfway through the game, and we're up 2-1. May make a small change in between periods just to see if we can get that tactical advantage back our way, because we've got the momentum. It's tilting a little bit in our direction. We're not getting much offense at all.
I think I found a trade for you.
Oh, what do we got?
How do you feel about acquiring Artem Anisimov?
Yeah, but what are we going to give up for him?
JVR.
That make much sense? I mean, we got problems on the wing already.
JVR. Well, you can move Anisimov to the wing.
What's that? How's that work salary wise? I think we save quite a bit of money that way, don't we?
According to this, he just signed. Anisimov just signed a big deal.
So maybe not then.
No.
I'm not going to make any tactical changes because we're up by 3 goals here. So it looks like we're finally coming around. We're actually ahead of them on shots now.
I'll see if I can see if I can get Panarin from them. Panarin for JVR.
Yeah, nobody having a really huge game for us. It's just decent performances across the board. And Detroit not getting great goaltending tonight. I'm guessing Trouba's going to get first star because he's got 3 points tonight. And Larkin makes it 4-2, so the Wings still have an outside chance here, but maybe we can get an empty net goal. Yeah, they got out. Larkin is in as the extra attacker, but nope, no empty netter, but we win 4-2, so at least broke the losing streak there. And I think we're back at, just at 500.
Finally.
And I think we are almost, we're on January 1st, and we're a couple of days short of the actual date. So we will hit that next, and we'll hopefully have Mikulek back by then. And take a quick look at the standings. I think we're pretty far out of a playoff spot at this point. Waiting for the game to save here. Any luck with the Panarin thing?
I got a well-balanced offer, but it doesn't seem to be. Still trying to advance a few days to see if it'll work.
Okay, Mikulek is ready for full contact. That's good.
McCulloch,
yeah.
Okay, you said Don Hay got hired. Hired. You said Don Hay got hired where?
By the Islanders. They fired Jack Capuano.
In this split-off game, he just got hired by Philadelphia.
And board confidence update. They're okay with us, basically. Not thrilled, but then we are dead last in the division, but only by a point. If we were in the Metropolitan, we'd actually be fourth in the division. Yeah, it looks like the Atlantic is one of the tougher ones right now. And Columbus nowhere near as good in this game as they have been in the real season. Way below 500, but who saw them being, what is it, like 30-5 or something at this point?
Oh, they just keep winning games. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, well, Bobrovsky's can steal a few for him. That's not that big of a surprise, but the amount of offense they've been getting out of some of their guys has been ridiculous. Nobody saw that coming.
No, not at all.
And I will stick with the same lineup against the Capitals since that did pretty well. I'm just going to sim that one. And we get shut out 3-0. It's the second shutout against us in the last week or so. So I think I'm going to put Kapanen back in for Levo. He's a little bit more offense-oriented. Actually, let's take a look at the whole team stats. We haven't done that in a little while. Ottawa gets Kevin Porter's off of waivers. So Roman Polak, ouch, 15-stitch facial cut in practice. It's not good.
Ouch.
So he'll be off for a little bit. And Chicago trades Hjalmarsson and a minor leaguer to the Sharks for Brendan Dillon and a minor leaguer. Interesting. And how long is Polak out for? Well, day-to-day. And we got a few days off, so he may be, I think we may be completely healthy other than the guys on the long-term list who are still, Marincin and Lupul are still 1 to 2 months away. They've been that way for probably 1 to 2 months.
Sounds like it could be a while.
Yeah. And I really should be making more use of my home screen because you can tell when people are on waivers there, and I keep missing those. Missed out on Brad Malone. Columbus got him. So If you're watching this, don't do what I do. Just you should be going back to the home screen a lot more often than I do.
Well, you want to mix it up.
Yeah, and I think we are actually, yeah, we just passed today's date in real life. So what did the Leafs have when the Leafs were what, 17 and 12 and something? We are 16
Yeah.
and 17. Not quite as good. But we still got the excuse that we had our starter out for the beginning of the season, so we're going to turn around to the big second half, I think.
Here's hoping.
Okay, McCulloch is back. Just got to figure out who to take out for him. It's either Matt Martin or Stefan Matteau. I think Matteau hasn't done too badly. Game ratings are fairly even for them both, but Matteau is actually a bit ahead of Martin's. And Matteau's scored a little bit. Doesn't have a lot of potential, but I think I am going to sit Martin, because we need us some scoring. And Levo goes out, Kapanen goes back in. Don't really want to make a change on defense, I don't think. See what the AI does with... Oh, whoops, did I have to make a change on defense because Polak is out. Okay, back to the lineup screen. Let's see what the AI does. Interesting, actually wants to put Matteau on the third line instead of Kapanen. Kapanen's got on the fourth line. Okay, I guess that works. Power plays seem reasonably sensible from what I can see. Penalty killing, I don't think I want Matthews on the first unit.
Well, is he not getting time elsewhere?
No, he's getting lots of time, but I'm going to put Kadri up there because Kadri's kind of had his ice time cut. So he'd normally be on the second line until Matthews got there. Okay, and Anderson in goal. So let's see how we do against the Devils with our slightly healthier lineup and a couple other changes. Play that one out. And 54 seconds in, we're down 1-0 already. So not the greatest start in the world.
54 seconds in.
Yeah, didn't even make it a minute. Second shot of the game.
Ugh.
Let's see if we can dig ourselves out of that hole. Or at least, get a couple of goals. Some offense would be nice. Yeah. Wide open offensive battle. Each team has 2 shots halfway through the first. Oh no, there we go. We got 3. Really tearing it up now.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, at least we're playing better defensively.
Oh, we really couldn't play worse, could we?
Well, we were doing okay defensively. We were just not scoring. We were getting shut out a couple of times. So we're, out shooting New Jersey 8-3 at this point. So it's looking like a decent start to the game. Other than, the whole thing with us losing.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but Corey Schneider in goal is, it's up 14-3 in shots now, and we're still losing 1-0. 15-3. Come on, he's got to let one in.
You would think at some point, but I guess you never know at the same time.
15-4, and we are still down 1-0. We at least have the tactical advantage, so let's see if we do something with it this period. Yeah, on the bright side, only 4 shots against, so. And Van Riemsdyk, the guy you wanted to trade, ties it up.
I'm just honest about who should be on the team and who shouldn't.
But yeah, New Jersey's still only 4 shots, and we're. Oh, come on. Camilleri again. Now they're up to 5 shots, and they've scored on 2 of them.
Okay, the feed might have just died.
Can you still hear me okay?
I can hear you, but the image is gone. Jeff?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you still hear me okay? No, I still got it. I still got the broadcast okay. I can hear my own voice.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Something weird must have just happened with me on my end then.
Yep, no. Everything was good from here other than the fact that we're still losing, and despite the fact that we're out shooting them 22-5, 23-5, 23-6, okay. I mean, there's nothing even really I can change here because we're doing so well. We're just not getting anything by Schneider.
Just like real life.
Pretty much, yeah. End of the second. Up 23-6 in shots, losing 2-1. Maybe we'll wear them down. And it's a terrific defensive game, particularly considering we've got Polak, one of our better defensive defensemen, out injured.
Yeah, certainly could be worse.
Yeah, Gardner's having a terrific game. He's nearly at an 80 defensive game rating. And New Jersey's got a couple more shots this period, but 29-10. Come on, guys. You got to get one here. I'm going to stop this and crank up the risk-taking a bit, pick up the tempo. And see if that does anything. And sure enough, as soon as I touch it, Austin Matthews ties the game up.
Excellent.
Okay, so just don't fall apart at the end now, and we're still dominating. Why do I even say things like that? 3-2, Travis Sajak.
Why do you say things like that? For the same reason there's a guy in the dugout who says, oh, he's going for a perfect game.
Yeah. 35-11 on shots, and we're going to lose this. Well, shouldn't say that yet. We're going to lose this if we don't get a goal very quickly. See, Schneider's definitely getting a star in this game. End of the game. 3-2 loss, 37-11 for shots for us. Camilleri, for some reason, Nylander gets second star. Schneider didn't even get a star. That's kind of surprising. I'm going to look at that. But yeah,
Schneider didn't.
Yeah, he should have had one. All our game ratings, the worst one on there is Trouba had a 48. Everybody else is pretty solid.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's disappointing we can't win one like that. And then we got Montreal, who's I think first in the league or pretty close to it tomorrow night. So we got to pick it up against them. But I'm not going to change the lineup any. They didn't really do anything wrong. And Canucks beat Calgary 7-2. They're doing as an efficient job of ruining their draft position in this game as they are in real life. Oh wow, now they're actually leading the division. And whoa, what's going on? Vancouver is 26-9-6 in the.
Well, didn't Vancouver do something, make a big trade, or am I crazy on that?
did they? No, Erickson is still there. He's the guy they typically trade in these games. Hansen, Gudbranson. No, this is pretty much the stock. Oh, they got Tom Gilbert at some point. Bo Horvat's actually having a terrible year for him. No, this is basically the standard Vancouver lineup. How'd they get Gilbert? Oh, they traded Alex Burrows. Is that the key? Dump the most popular player on the team. But yeah,
It's not like they've ever done that before.
First in the... Yeah, thank you, Mike Keenan. Oh, it looks like they got a bunch of injuries, so I don't know how long that's going to last.
I don't know. Wasn't the most popular player Mark Messier? Pretty sure he was everybody's favorite Canuck.
Do you literally have to bring that up every time? Okay, Canadiens Leafs. Traditional matchup. We will watch this one play out, although I'm not terribly optimistic about it. As Montreal's doing great this season, and Mitch Marner scores 29 seconds in for us. So maybe that's including the trick. I've got to be really pessimistic about everything, and then we start scoring.
Sounds like a good plan.
But yeah, Montreal pretty much, and Komarov makes it 2-0 for us. So somehow we're beating the good teams, but we're struggling against everybody else. But
so we're playing to everybody's level.
Yeah, pretty much on the doing what they are in real life this year. Funny how you're not hearing so many Saban Weber comparisons at this point in the season, eh?
Well, it was never about this season. It's about 5 seasons from now.
Yeah, but I mean, if Montreal wins a cup this year, you think anybody there is going to care what happens 5 seasons from now?
If Saban leads them to 3 cups, yeah, or 2 cups.
I'm thinking that may be a little bit optimistic for Nashville.
You never know.
They really should be doing better. I think they're, 4th in their division right now at this point?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Saban's hurt at the moment, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, but their goaltending has also been not great.
Yeah. Yeah, Renee's kind of getting a little bit older.
Although he had just a huge game and they still got nothing.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to come out of this period up 2-0 and out shooting them 14-8. So somehow things are coming together for us. Just be nice if we can actually get some points out of it.
So picky. It's all about the points.
I mean, we can try for Nolan Patrick. Assuming he's still the number 1 overall after the game. Or he's not injured in this game at least, so he probably will go number 1. Some interesting guys in the World Juniors this year had a pretty good tournament. Heard about him a little bit. Don't remember seeing a lot of Liljegren. Don't know how he did.
You didn't really notice him, but I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing.
Yeah, it's kind of...
I mean... Oh, no, wait. Liljegren was hurt. He didn't even make the team.
Oh, he didn't play? Okay, well, that would explain why we didn't notice him.
No, I was thinking of the young guy, whose name's almost something similar.
Don't remember.
Trying to think of what
I
is.
Just updated the rosters too. Yeah, I should remember it.
the 16-year-old. Oh man, that's bad.
You'll think of it. And into the second, we are still up 2-0 and out shooting them 28-14. So, is this finally the turnaround? Gardner having another terrific game. Game rating is up into this, or defensive game rating is up in the 70s. Jacob Delarose breaks the shutout. So 2-1 with 16 minutes left. Can we hold on to it? I really hope so.
Probably, maybe.
Yeah, just looking at the player ratings, Komarov with another bad defensive game. I'm almost tempted to look at his training and see if we can bump up the defensive skills a little, because it's not the first time we've seen him below 40 for a defensive game rating. Halfway through the third, still up 2-1. Hanging in there so far. And Riemsdyk 6 shots tonight. Three minutes to go, and now we got a penalty. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, they were coming close there. And Montreal can't get the goalie out. They finally do, and Connor Carrick gets his first of the season, and I think that might be the first of his career, even into the empty net. 8 seconds left, and we win it 3-1. Okay, just gonna continue that for a couple of days, and then I was going to take a look at the team stats. I haven't done that yet. And see where we are standings-wise, because we're almost back to 500 again. Kind of treaded water, I think, this week. And the Flyers fired Dave Haxtell and hired Mike Babcock, who I guess, Babcock would be a free agent because we replaced him when we took over the Leafs. Roman Polak coming back soon. Good news there. Okay, standing still last in the division by a point, but 3 games in hand over Boston and 2 over Florida and Tampa, so we may be able to make up that ground. What are these stats looking like? Matthews leading scorer, not too surprising. Van Riemsdyk not really getting a lot of secondary scoring. Van Riemsdyk and Nylander. Marner's doing okay, I guess. Komarov, considering how badly he's been defensively, you'd probably want a few more points out of him.
Komarov's bad defensively. That's like his bread and butter.
Yeah, it's the only guy really scoring on the team is Matthews. And Morgan Riley's doing okay in Trouba. Yeah, the first unit is, especially Matthews, is doing well, but after that, it's kind of a train wreck. Kapanen's still pointless in 5 games after being called up. Gonna have to take a look at what to do with him. Oh, I wanted to see if that was Connor Carrick's. Oh no, he had a goal with Washington a couple of years ago, so that was not his first NHL goal into the empty net.
Just almost.
Second. And we got the Rangers. So we got a 5-day break now, so the team will get rested up, and we'll probably get Polak back before that, and may have to shuffle the roster a little bit. Although, maybe not, because we're winning right now. I'm going to take a little bit to get caught up to there. Giroux 6 points in a 6-5 win. Nice game for him. For the new coach, I guess. And it's going to take a little while to get around to the next game, so it'll just be a minute or two as we watch this update. You ever find a trade that worked for us?
I did not.
And And Polak is almost there, not quite. But I think we're going to have him back. We've got a couple more days before we have to play again. Almost there, one more day. So I think we may get Polak back tomorrow. And I got to check the other two guys on the longer term injury list to see if there's finally any movement. They've been 1 to 2 months for about 8 weeks now, I think.
Well, that seems like it could happen.
And Polak has still got the yellow injury flag, so I'm going to leave him out. Oh, finally, there we go. Marincin is 2 to 3 weeks, and so is Lupul. So we'll probably get them back right around the same time. Let's see, over under. Assuming we get Lupul back by the end of the month, I think the odds are of him making it through February without getting hurt.
Very low.
Just going to sim this against the Rangers. See if we can keep up that win streak, and we can. 2-1 Leafs. And that is back to 500, but still 1 point out of, 1 point away from getting out of last place in the division. We got Ottawa tomorrow, so, and we're just coming up on the hour, I see. So let's watch this game against Ottawa, see if we can hopefully get above 500 for the season.
Try.
So I think this is also going to be the official halfway point because we're at 40 games right now. And Roman Polak is back. So how was Carrick doing in those games? He had a minute. We're just checking his game by game. Oh, 60, 63, 53. Pretty nice results there, actually. Can I keep Carrick in for... Yeah, he's got a half a star on Polak, because maybe I need to sit Davidson down. No, his game by game ratings are pretty, nicer even than Carrick's. Okay, Carrick is going to have to sit out again. Carrick out, Polak back in, no other changes.
All seem like very reasonable.
Yep. Just putting Polak back in wherever he was. I think that covered everything. And let's see how this game against Ottawa goes. Probably got to give Enroth a start at some point in here, but we're winning right now, so we'll leave Anderson in. And it'd be nice if we got a shot at some point here. 5 minutes in, we still don't have one. There we go, we got one. I think that was Komarov.
Huzzah!
And halfway through that, oh, there we go. We finally got the second one 9 minutes into the first. So much for the offense we had been getting lately. Yeah, outshot 9-2. We've got the tactical advantage. I don't see why we're not getting a little more offense. I think we're going to take a few more chances in the starting in the second.
Crank it up to all chances.
Well, at least we're still tied. Famous last words. Don't give up a goal now just because I said that. We had a two-man advantage for a little while there, and still only 2 shots for the entire period. Come on, guys.
Of course.
Okay. High risk and high tempo. And let's see if that gets us doing something. Oh, there we go. We got a shot. 50% increase in our shots for the game in the first minute, the period, and we still have nothing since then.
Hmm.
5 minutes in, and we're still stuck on 3 shots. I mean, it's not like Ottawa is putting up a ton of offense on against us. I'm just not seeing the puck getting into their zone much at all, shutting us down in the middle of the ice. But at least Anderson's keeping us in this game. Still nothing. 7 minutes left in the second. Although Ottawa's starting to get a lot more chances now. Hey, we finally got the puck back in their end. Don't actually get a shot out of it. Are we actually going to finish this period with 4 shots?
I think likely, yes.
Oh, 5 shots. There we go. So we've improved our previous period total by 50%. 6 shots running wild, but Ottawa scores, makes it 1-0. Not surprisingly, because they've outshot us 19. Now it's 22-6, 22-7. So maybe that late shot will turn things around for us. Not really counting.
One shot will turn things around.
And Dmitry Yaskin makes it 2-0 Ottawa. Okay, we gotta completely open this up now. Very high risk. High tempo. They're probably just going to dump more goals against us now, but I would like to at least get into double figures in shots for this game. Up to 9 now. Hey, we might just do it.
Not looking good, man.
10. Hey, there's a moral victory for us. Yeah, the only guy showing up. Komarov makes it 2-1. So we broke the shutout. 11 minutes left. We're up to 13 shots now. We finally wake up, maybe?
Maybe.
Or the senders just got worn out from taking so many shots at us.
I think that's more likely.
17 shots, 18 shots, running wild here. 19. We might actually make it to 20. So if we'd started doing this maybe 2 periods earlier, we'd actually be winning right now. But no, Chris Neal makes it 3-1, and that is probably the end of it for us. So not the greatest way to wind up the broadcast this week.
Well, it could be worse.
Yeah, nobody's hurt at least.
Yet.
Wait, let me check the roster at the end of this.
Well, should I start wrapping it up then?
Just give me 1 second here. I want to see what's going on with us standings-wise. Just waiting for the game to finish the day. And yeah, we are perpetually 1 point out of 7th place in the division. Overall, 26th place. Not good.
Not great.
But fortunately, nobody hurt, and we may just get a couple of guys back by the end of the month, or at least early February after the All-Star break. So yeah, if you want to wind up here, I think this would be a good time to do it, despite the
Okay.
loss. I'm just going to continue ahead until we're on the next game.
Going back to one point, Rasmus Dowlin. That's the name of the 16-year-old.
Right. Yep.
Okay. So thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We stream weekly at twitch.tv/OOTP Developments on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. You can reach out to us on Facebook, facebook.com/franchise hockey manager, on Twitter @franchise hockey, or come down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. These streams are also archived on our YouTube channel, where you can find all of our previous YouTube videos, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well. I think that's everything, Jeff.
I think it is. Can't really think of too much to add. The winter sale on Steam is over at this point, so nothing I can think of that's going on there. We will probably have some update news next week or so. Nothing really imminent at this point right now.
Yeah.
But if you got any questions, anything like that, let us know on the forums or on the Steam discussion page or Facebook or anywhere else you can think of.
Absolutely.
So I'm just letting it save here, and so thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week, I think, back to our 93 Senators game, I think.
Yes.
And we will, which I think we've already passed the actual historical Senators season's results, so doing slightly better in that one than we are in this. So thanks for coming out, everybody, and we will see you next week.